Wolverine 59 with no Gamers X here. Okay, so, uh, this could be my Wandavision review. Um, yeah, if you haven't seen it, spoiler alert, it's basically House of M, how, how things before was going about after Endgame, and I liked it. I liked how you thought that she was gonna be the villain, but really she was more of the hero. She was a little bit of both, but um, I liked what they did. I liked, oh, by way of music, the like feature on the camera. I just want to test that out. Um, Anywho, what was it? I liked what they did with Agatha Harkness. I liked how they put all the different sitcoms, because that's what that's what I kind of grew up with. You know, the old reruns of the old sitcoms um, being on local television. Yeah, that was cool. I love the, okay, we went to the 50s, then towards, the Brave Bunch era, the Family Ties, Full House era. And I like how, I mean, okay, Elizabeth Olsen was never in Full House. She's related to the Olsen twins who were on Full House, but yeah, but they somewhat reference it. I loved when we hit the 2000s, so we saw Malcolm in the Middle kind of a thing, except um, Elizabeth Olsen was not Lois, and Vision was not Hal. But it was funny because I love when Billy, he's talking in front of camera like this, like, yeah, these been going a little strange today because um we find out about our uncle, which Evan Pierce, loved Evan Pierce in the whole thing. I did. I loved the whole Evan Pierce thing, but I was disappointed he was in the Quicksilver from the the previous iterations of the X-Men films, and we know we're gonna get the X-Men films at some point. But seriously, I was like, really, he's the Ralph that Agatha has been referencing during the show, because I actually thought that um, he was gonna be Quicksilver once he knocks on the door and goes, "Hey sis, how's it going? What's up? Who's this guy?" you know, Saint Division. Wait, who was he? Seriously, I thought he was gonna be it. I mean, at first there were rumors that Evan Pierce was gonna be Mephisto. He wasn't gonna be Mephisto at all, but we know Scarlet Witch is gonna be in Doctor Strange 2, and when we saw the ending of last week's episode, I first was wondering, wait, why is there another Wanda right there looking through the book? And why are Billy and Tommy needing her help? But as it turns out, she's learning more about who she is. She's not an inhuman that turns out she is the Scarlet Witch, and I love that Agatha Harkness called her that because ever since Age of Ultron, we we've only referenced her as Wanda, and if you watch the road cut of Days of Future Past, and that's the thing, I was hoping that would be the big reveal, you know, because was it 2014? Yeah, 2014 Days of Future Past come out. Then about a half a year later, they put the road cut, and right there, Peter, because they were good to differentiate the properties, because we knew we were gonna get Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch in Avengers and X-Men, but I was hoping they would have done something with it, you know, to have that Peter and Wanda 1970s, but then again, yeah, that would work. But however, I actually thought, okay, Peter and Wanda, different universe, Pietro and Wanda, MCU universe, and we've been hearing about the multiverse deal. Again, like I was hoping Evan Peters was gonna be the Quicksilver. Like once Monica Rambeau takes off his necklace, I thought he'd be like, "Whoa, what's going? Wait, why am I not in Xavier's house?" You know, I thought he was gonna say that, but he's Ralph. So, but I loved the way that they were kind of somewhat making fun of the sitcom, the ways that the sitcom were. I mean, and when we get out of that, when we think of Wanda actually stole Vision, that wasn't the case. Tyler Hayward was not what we thought. But again, you know right away he was the villain, and for him to build a new Vision, but without Vision being who he is, which I love when both Visions are having their big battle, but the Vision that Wanda's been with, I love that he did a whole I forgot what was the reference to, but basically, you know, you build parts of a ship, would it still be the same ship? And it made me think, okay, like when you build a car, when you restore a car, you put new engines, new wheels, new fenders, new grill on top of the existing. Is that the same car? Or when you put new hard drives in a computer, new screen, whether it's the same computer, you make a house. Like when you rebuild a house, you know, with new you know, new walls, new things to make sure the house stays up, new roof. Is it the same house? I might be looking far too much into it, but you get what I mean. What else? What else there? New house. Oh, I thought Doctor Strange was gonna be the cameo because they kept saying there's gonna be a cameo. There's gonna be a cameo. Um, and turns out, Paul Bettany, he said, "Oh man, they're gonna be real disappointed that it's gonna be me." Eh, but we're gonna see what happens because Akita said whatever Wanda brought out is gonna be really bad, and she's gonna need Akita's help. And she's like, "Well, I know where to find you." And I like that she imprisons her in her own mind and make her that noisy neighbor that we see in sitcoms a lot. Um, what was and Paul Bettany, what's gonna happen to him now? Is he still gonna play Vision? Is this gonna be his last run? Cause here's the thing, I didn't expect that he. Okay, I kind of expected that he returned, but what I like is that it's him without Iron Man. Like, I want to see Vision and other properties that would fit, but I want to see what he would have done. I loved, I loved Kat Dennings in it. I loved that we got Darcy for as much as we could. Jimmy Woo was great. Um, I loved what Monica Rambeau's story. I loved how that was done. Overall, I mean, so I'm disappointed Evan Peters was not Quicksilver. Because, like, okay, when in that episode she talks about her brother, how her brother's far away, even though we know what happened to Quicksilver, when we get that knock on the door, it wasn't Quicksilver. I mean, okay, you think it's gonna be Quicksilver, Aaron Taylor Johnson's gonna be in the role, but no, it was Evan Peters. And I was like, wait, huh? What was that? Was that the X-Men Quicksilver? Was that him? Wow. And I love that they give him the comic book accurate costume. I love that she finally gets her own comic book costume because we only see her in the red jacket. We only seen her in just normal civilian clothes. But wow, we finally get her comic book costume. It was like bravo. I worked on the week to week, but then I would have had to take notes and try to make the comic book comparisons because it was out of the House of M somewhat, and the um and the um and the Tom King Vision run. But the thing is, here's what I'm hoping. We find out that Magneto's her real father, because I'm not convinced that her parents were actually her actual parents. So, or Pietro's. I think Magneto was in Sokovia, had family, but he decides he's not gonna be pushed around anymore, so he goes back to America, fight humans again, and then at some point we are gonna see Magneto. I remember somewhere there was a rumor saying Ian McKellen was gonna be coming in. I would have been like, if Ian McKellen came in and became Magneto, that would have been something. So, yeah, overall, I'll give it 8.4 out of 10. Okay. Next week we're gonna have the fucking Winter Soldier. I cannot wait for this. I've been waiting to see what's gonna happen. So, yeah, be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. We'll, let's see what else. Check the Gamer Realm, TCG Enterprises, Wolverine 59, one of Gamers X. Sign out with Lord Rock. Have a good one.